Welcome to Organimi. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to turn this static hand-drawn org chart into a dynamic Organimi chart like this. It's a simple three-step process. 1. Create the hierarchy of roles. 2. Add the people to the talent pool for the organization. And 3. Drag the people into the roles that they fill. Let's go. Create your first chart by clicking on Build Chart to build the chart manually. We'll give the chart a simple name and use the blank chart template. Finish the new chart dialog to create the basic starter chart. Our top role is our CEO, so let's rename that from Role A to CEO. Then we'll rename Role B as our CFO and Role C as our VP of Sales. We will add our third executive role as the VP of Products to the right of our VP of Sales. Notice that we can add the person and their details directly here as we create each role. So we'll add Brett Burke's details directly to the talent pool as we're creating the role. And now we have our first level of management in the chart. Let's go look at the talent pool. We could add our people in manually one at a time, or we can import them from a CSV and then drag and drop them into the roles that they fill. Click the Import button and select the Just People option to enter a group of people with their names and email addresses from a CSV or an Excel file. Our CSV file should look like this, with just first name, last name, and email address. You could include phone numbers if you have those as well. Choosing the file from our laptop, we simply match the first name, last name, and email fields to the fields in Organimi. Since we're just doing people, we'll skip the ID for now. Click Validate Data Format and complete the imports to see that we're importing 14 rows, which will add 14 people to our talent pool. Jumping back to our chart, we'll open the talent pool and start dragging people into the roles that they fill. Abby is our CEO, so we'll drop her on the top role and assign her to this CEO role. Then we'll grab Quentin Queensway and assign him to the CFO role. Next, we'll scroll down to find Sydney Slaughterhouse and drop her onto the role of VP of Sales. Now we've completed the executive team, nice and neat. Before we build out the rest of the team, I want to make a quick edit to the overall theme to show you how to set up the initials as the avatar instead of the silhouette. First, we make a copy of our default theme and name it First Theme. Then we jump down to the photo section and simply select the initials option to show when no photo is available. That's a bit more colorful. Now let's add our corporate controller under our CFO. In the new role dialog, after we enter the role title, we can simply search the talent pool directly for Fred. We add him to the role with one click. Our sales organization has two senior leaders. The first is the VP of Sales for the US. We'll set up the role and drag Charles in from the talent pool. Next, we'll add our sales director for Canada and search the talent pool and add Raymond Richardson right here. Our US sales organization has 3 account reps, so I'm going to show you a feature of Organimi for adding multiple roles with the same title all at once. We'll just up the quantity to 3 and click Save, and now we have 3 account rep roles set in our chart. We can drag those 3 account reps over from the talent pool and drop them onto the roles to fill out the organization. First Avery and then Danica. And remember, we don't have to use the drag and drop. We can go in and edit the role and use a search to find Ulysses Ulrich for the third account rep and save him here. It has the same result. To save some space, we can change the display direction of the 3 account reps so they're vertical like they were in our hand-drawn chart. Finally, we'll build out our products group. We'll start by adding our customer support director, Gordon Gulliver, here quickly. Then we'll add our product development department to the left of Gordon. We're going to actually use a different role type. Instead of the single role, we're going to use a department role and call that product development department. You'll see this is a little bit different as the department is basically a role that just doesn't have a person attached to it. We're going to add 2 software engineers under the department. We'll do that by creating them both at the same time. And then we'll add our graphic designer to the left here in the product development department. And that is Ophelia. And now all we have to do is drag our 2 software engineers, Peggy and Nigel, from the talent pool into those roles and just drop them into place to complete the chart. And again, we could adjust the layout display direction of the product development department to show it as vertical to save a bit of space. One thing we want to do to complete the chart is to import photos for all the people we've added to the chart. So we click Import and go to the bulk photo import. We'll grab a zip file that has all the photos for the people named with their email addresses in that zip file. After it is uploaded, we find 13 matching people and 3 that we couldn't match up. So we'll just upload the ones that match. We see the new photos here in the roster view, and going back to the chart, we'll see that almost everyone in the chart has the photo to give their chart a more personalized feel. And that's it. Now our chart is in Organimi. We can add to it and drag and drop as we see fit. From here, we could share the chart by printing it to a PDF or share it online, privately or publicly, with the rest of our colleagues. We could also view it in directory view mode and even print that as well for a full company directory. That's just a sampling of the cool things you can do in Organimi. Sign up today and let us know what you think.